Tonight, on Closer Look, looking around your neighborhood, there's likely a house or two with big dangling icicles. They're a danger, and you may not know this, but you could be liable should they cause damage. GuelphToday reporter Santana Bellantoni has been digging into this and joins us tonight from Guelph. Santana, we've always heard to make sure that our driveways and walkways are clear of snow and ice for things like Daily Mail and, of course, those never-ending Amazon deliveries, but I don't think that most of us ever gave any thought to the big icicles hanging off of roofs. What is it about this that caught your attention?
So I live in an older neighborhood in Guelph, and I noticed, you could not notice, all of the huge icicles all around. And there was some social media chatter about this too, and anecdotally, tenants were wondering if it's on them to clear the icicles hanging from their property there.
So let's get into the legalese of this. And what are the legal precedents for injuries caused by falling icicles? Are there any notable cases that highlight how courts have handled such incidents in the past?
Yeah, the onus is on the property owner or the tenant, depending on that lease agreement of whose responsibility it is to clear snow, ice, that matter. But it is on the property owner there. There weren't any notable cases. It seems like there was the majority came around snow removal and slipping on ice, things like that.
Santana, how common are lawsuits related to icicle injuries or slips and falls in winter? And did you happen to uncover any data or trends while you were researching this story?
So in my research, I didn't come across too many cases when it came to icicles and injuries due to them. But as early as yesterday, Waterloo Regional Police actually closed down Main Street in Cambridge because people were being struck by icicles falling from a building. People actually had to go to hospital due to minor injuries because of it.
Okay, so if you're a tenant, what steps can be taken in a lease agreement if it's unclear about who's responsible for clearing snow and ice and, of course, managing those icicles?
You definitely should be taking a look at your lease agreement as the first step. And if it is unclear, that's something you should talk to your landlord about. And if you do notice that there's an accumulation of icicles, immediately speak to your landlord to get that dealt with as soon as possible to avoid any injuries.
Now, I know that you spoke to Anne-Marie Thomas from the Insurance Bureau of Canada. Did she or any other expert mention any specific challenges older buildings face in preventing icicle formation due to insulation issues?
Yes, it's most common in older buildings and homes. And this is a preventative measure. If you're checking your insulation and making sure everything's up to date, those icicles are least likely to form if you're properly insulated.
Now, how do different municipalities across the province regulate property owner and tenant responsibilities for winter hazards like snow, ice, and icicles? Are there significant differences in enforcement?
It's pretty similar across the board. Most municipalities, they give you 24 hours to get that snow, ice, and icicles cleared if there's an accumulation of them. But some differ between 12 to 24 hours. But you do need to clear them, or else you will face a fine. And Waterloo has a fine of $250 for your first offense. So you better check your bylaws.
Absolutely. So we all agree it's important to safely remove the icicles or hire a professional to do it. What not to do is to use a blowtorch in the hopes of melting them like an individual did a few weeks ago in Barrie. There's Santana Bellantoni reporting from Guelph on tonight's Closer Look.